Hey, you beautiful lot. How are you doing? I hope that you're well. I hope you're feeling the love. Video 3, getting a bit braver. We'll see how we go on. When I was contemplating on what I could talk about today, I actually pulled a card. Now I know the words will be the wrong way around, but I'll show you anyway. So it's from my angel deck, and it says listen. So contextually, what I'm referring to is listening to your guidance. And who do you listen to? Who are the people in your life that you listen to? Are they the right people to be listening to? You know, spiritually, we all do have a team around us. You've all got a team of helpers. They will help you. It doesn't matter whether you can hear them, see them, can't hear them, feel like you can't connect with them, they're there. Before you incarnated, you agreed for that team to be with you. And they will help. But you've got to ask that spiritual law. You've got free will. We incarnated as a soul into this 3D experience to have free will. What are you going to do with your free will? That's the whole fun of this game that's called life. We don't always get it right. Nobody does. That's where the learning comes in. But anyway, back to listening. So you can ask for them. You can ask them for help. But do you listen to their guidance? Now that guidance come in all sorts of different ways. You know, you don't actually need to hear your team or, you know, actually see with your third eye. They will get a message to you if you ask. And you'll know. You know, I know some people who they'll ask the team a question and, you know, let it go. Then you have to then let that question go, let it go. And you will know when the answer comes in. But some people I know, they'll get the answer on a billboard, on a number plate, and it might sound daft if you've not done this before, admittedly. But you'd be very surprised once you start asking for help and once you start asking questions of your team. Listen to the guidance that comes through. So yes, the most important person you can listen to is yourself. Your heart. Most important person. But we all get stuck. We all want advice. We all need help. None of us sail through, I don't know anyone that's ever sailed through this 3D experience. I don't think that's the point of it, to be fair. You know, we all have challenges. We all F up. And sometimes you don't want to ask yourself. Maybe you want to go outside of yourself. Maybe you've not got to a point where you feel like you can trust yourself enough. That's a big step in spirituality. Trusting yourself. Can you really, truly trust yourself? Because when you trust yourself, a lot of the time you're going against the grain. You're going against, again, what other people expect you to be. Because you're living your life from here, from your heart, from your higher heart. If you're truly listening to yourself and trusting your guidance. But like I say, who are you listening to in your life? If you think about the last video when we talked about whether you're still operating from that side of the personality where you're basically living up to it, other people's expectations of who they think you are. But then if you're listening to their guidance, is that even relevant? Because if they don't even know you, really know you, know your soul, know your heart, is that trustworthy guidance? There's only you can answer that. I can't answer that for you. But it's something to think about who you're listening to. Have you asked your team for help? Have you listened to their guidance? Have you listened to your own? And again, do you know how to listen to your own guidance or your team's guidance? Listening is quite, everyone thinks they can listen, but they can't. Well, they can, but they're not operating from that sometimes, if that makes sense. Everyone can listen. But can you actively listen? Instead of interjecting and saying, actually, yeah, that's happened to me, and da 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 da. No, listen to what's being offered. Listen to what's being said. And sometimes it's not even hearing words, like I said. Sometimes your guidance will come in a myriad of ways. You'll know whether it's for you or not. So you can't make it fit as well. That's where discernment comes in, but that's another topic for another day. That is discernment. You can't go around looking for billboards and thinking, right, that's my guidance because I want it to be. Because sometimes the guidance that you get is not what you want to hear. And that's really difficult. It is. I know that. But if you're asking for, always ask for what is for your highest and your best. And you don't need to, make a big thing of, you don't need to tell anybody else that you're asking. Ask them in your head. Don't need to say it out loud. Goodness. You can have a full-on conversation with your team in your head. No one needs to know about it. But try and truly listen to what they come back with. Just see how you get on with it. I'm only offering food for thought. But, I operate my life in a very different way to a lot of people. Not many people get me in this world. And that's okay. I'm one on my own. I get that. But it works for me. So you never know if it works for me. It might work for you, lovely lot. Let me know how you get on with it. Anyway, go and ask your team a question. Ask yourself a question. But then drop into silence. Drop into silence. Drop into your heart. Listen. Let your question go and see what comes up. There will be signs in your 3D reality. This whole universe works on spiritual law. You just got to learn the rules. But the thing is, we're not taught those rules. Or most of us are not. From being young. So, anyway, I really hope you're all doing well. Take care. Sending you so much love. See ya.